Hello, my name's Beyondre Mitchell, and this is SoundAdvice.
Be welcome.
Hello.
I'm so glad to have you here.
No, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
You are at such an exciting point in your music career. Can we talk a little bit about the shift that you are making from, content creator to entering the music industry?
Yeah, I've been doing trans activism through TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, just all the platforms. And I've been a voice for the community for a long time, but I believe that it is lacking in the music industry for sure, for like trans experiences being talked about in music written from trans artists. So yeah, I'm just really excited to talk about those experiences through that in an artistic way, because I believe it'll stick with people more.
Who would you say are some of your influences?
I love, obviously, Aaliyah's Interlude. I love Aisha Erotica. I love Chase Icon. I love That Kid. And then like just some classics like Gaga, Beyonce. I love Tinashe. And who else? Kim Petras.
Your first feature on a song blew up on social.
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about that moment, how it happened, what inspired you to write a verse to It Girl?
Oh my gosh. So before the verse, I had actually been like hanging out with Aaliyah, and she said that she was going to have like a contest, or actually she didn't say she was going to have a contest at all. She was like just basically talking about that she's putting out more music and stuff. But when I saw the contest pop up online, I was like, wait a minute, I kind of want to get into this because I've always been musical. I just didn't know if I could write anything. And so I kind of just like talked about what I had been talking about online already with trans activism. And essentially like the verse, I decided to like reclaim the trans slurs that people call me all the time, and kind of take that back for empowerment. And it really spoke to people, and I ended up winning the contest. And now that is the official remix on Spotify, Apple Music, everything. And so yeah, it became a hit. It has like 4.1 million streams now, which is insane. So I'm really excited to take that momentum and pivot it into my whole career next.
When you found so much success in the field that you've been in, how do you get the confidence to translate that into something new?
You know, it was scary, like even just putting out my verse out there, just because I was not experienced at all. But I think we need to like, it's easier said than done, but you just have to stop thinking about what everybody else is going to say about you and think about that the support that does come within and from those that love you. I think anybody that loves you is going to support anything that you want to do, and that's a passion of yours. And if you feel passionate about to do so, then put it out there and just see what happens. I did that, and it came with a lot of success, and I believe anybody can do it if they really want to.
Coming out as an artist and figuring out your next step and crafting your sound, what goes into those decisions? What are you thinking about?
I have like so many different topics that I want to talk about, because I mean, there's just so many things that people are discriminated for in my community. Like relationships and dating is a very popular one that people get twisted up on. Like just the permissions of being, I don't know, out about yourself. And so I don't know, I for me it's like reclaiming my sexuality, everything about myself, and putting a stamp to like, I am who I am, you can take it or leave it. And so I feel like really expressing that through the music is going to be really fun.
As a new artist, what avenues are you taking to make sure that you're getting your money where you're supposed to?
I'm honestly still learning, and I'm about to release like my first actual solo song. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm not really sure what all belongs to me, as like I'm finding beats on YouTube. I'm making stuff through like band labs, and then getting things finalized by mix and mastering with other producers. And so it feels kind of like all new to me, but I'm learning along the way, and definitely going to use this as a resource to see what's mine and claim also what is mine.
A lot of the creators here that are exploring the music industry for the first time, I feel like are having some struggles in terms of figuring out how to bring their fan base along with them to this next chapter. What are some of the things that you are going to consider, and how are you going to bring your following along with you?
Yeah, I mean, essentially I'm an influencer originally, so just I feel like a lot of the mistakes that influencers make is pivoting so hard into music. Like, don't forget, like, why you're famous for why you're famous. Like, you got to continue to have the content that people came for. If you just pivot to music, well, I don't know, then your audience is going to abandon you. So I'm not going to forget about like where I came from and why my upbringing is what it is. But I definitely will like to sprinkle in the music as it becomes a main part of my life.
And then on the flip side, I feel like a lot of artists struggle with a lot of the things that influencers are so successful at, like in terms of marketing and bringing your followers with you from platform to platform. I know we were just talking about how your following on Instagram has now just recently grown. How do you find followers, find community, and bring them along with you platform to platform?
Make the trends work for you, not the other way around, because if you have a message that you want to put out there, then say that message with your whole chest. Don't like try to maneuver it with something that everybody else is saying. People are very driven to leaders. So I believe that if you have a message and you want to share it, people will gravitate towards that as long as you're sharing it through any platform.
In your career as a content creator, influencer, advocate, new artist, what has been one of the best or worst pieces of advice that has been given to you?
Best piece of advice is to like stop teasing songs for so long. Like, just release it, girl. Like, all of the promotion that you're doing could just be a missed opportunity for somebody to actually hear your song in full. So just like with confidence, just do it with your chest, like put it out there so people can be able to hear you. And then on the flip side of that, I feel like people are like, you want to get your sound out there, and I disagree. I've tried it. I've tried like the teasing for a month, and it just leads to, well, I don't know. It's just like you don't know what it's going to be once it's actually released. So I feel like if I'm having a bunch of success online already, why not it already be out?
What's next for you? What are you working on?
I just want like trans music to be out there. I feel like the song blew up, It Girl Remix, because of the lack of people talking about queer experiences. I feel like we talk about it metaphorically a lot, but not like so dead on literal. And I want to talk about it in a way where it can be metaphorical and literal, so anybody can relate to my experience, because trans people aren't like, even though we are ostracized, we are of intersectional identities, we like people can still listen to our stories and find something within them.